In the pre-dawn darkness, bulldozers and hundreds of Israeli soldiers move into the Palestinian village of Surbaha to demolish dozens of apartments and houses, some occupied, some still under construction. In all, 17 people forced from their homes, the emotion caught on tape by residents and activists. Israeli forces closed off the immediate area, this the closest we could get. What remains of the homes, though, clearly visible, as were Israeli explosives experts wiring up an apartment building to be blown up.
It's a heartbreaking feeling to see your house being demolished, but we believe in God.
Akram Zawahra spent $280,000 building a home for his family of 8. He had Palestinian permits for the building and it was nearly completed. But just after dawn, it was torn down.
My family was calling me during the morning, crying. But in the end, what can I do? I can't change facts. Our dreams and hopes are lost.
Israel routinely demolishes houses and other buildings in the West Bank that it says were built without its permission. But Surbaha back there is more complicated. The houses in question are in what's known as Area A under the Oslo Accords, and Palestinians say that means they govern this area and Israel had no right to demolish them.
This crime they are doing is in Area A, and all those houses had their permits from the Palestinian Authority.
Israel sees it differently. The country's Supreme Court ruled that the buildings needed permits from the Israeli military commander because of their proximity to the security barrier, which in this area is a fence monitored and patrolled by Israel. Israel's Prime Minister's office said in a statement that the local population is treated humanely. Quote, buildings that will be demolished except one building are not inhabited. Those who built these buildings near the wall were already aware that they were doing illegal work.
They say they're demolishing for security reasons. There are no security reasons around here. They're all lies. It's about uprooting people from their lands.
Palestinians say this case touches on the broader issue of the future of East Jerusalem, which Palestinians have long wanted to be the capital of any future Palestinian state. They worry that what happened here will set a precedent for other towns and buildings along the route of the barrier, even those ostensibly under Palestinian control and just as close or closer to the security barrier. Security an excuse, they say, to displace Palestinians in East Jerusalem, a point of view Israel roundly rejects. Regardless, Akram Zawahra says he will rebuild, even if he risks demolition again.
We will build it again in the same place. We don't care what they think.
Michael Holmes, CNN, Jerusalem.
Out front tonight, Mueller's last-minute move. As we count down to Robert Mueller's testimony, now just over 13 hours away, House Democrats are rejecting Mueller's last-minute request to have his longtime aide sworn in to answer questions. Now, look, the move would have taken pressure off of Mueller, allowing him to punt questions, frankly, that he didn't want to answer to Aaron Zebley. Now, Aaron is a man who oversaw the day-to-day Russia investigation for 22 months. According to a source with the House Judiciary Committee, Zebley will be allowed to sit next to Mueller to advise him, but not to answer questions. That is Mueller's job. And this last-minute curveball request from Mueller is still under discussion at the Intelligence Committee, which will also question Mueller publicly for several hours tomorrow. This drama comes as we're learning President Trump is irritated Mueller is getting the bullhorn tomorrow. The president today slamming the former special counsel publicly, returning to his favorite line of attack.
This whole witch hunt that's going on, should I talk about it for a second? The Russian witch hunt, okay? First of all, it's very bad for our country. It goes on for years and years. No collusion, no obstruction. They interviewed 500 people. Listen to this, 2,500 subpoenas. They did everything. Their collusion, no collusion. They have no collusion.
Okay, let's just be clear on one really important thing. This was not a witch hunt. Mueller's investigation has so far resulted in 199 criminal counts. 37 people and entities have been charged, and almost all of them are Russian. 5 people have been sentenced to prison. Whatever you make of the findings about Trump, the Russia investigation was an investigation into an attack on America. It was no witch hunt, and to say anything otherwise is wrong. It's wrong for the commander-in-chief to call it that.